Hello and welcome to TTV News with some latest events in TayNinhTV province and across the country. Ladies and gentlemen, on the occasion of the 80th anniversary of the founding of the Vietnam People's Army and the 35th anniversary of the National Defense Day, December 22nd, in recent days, from the border guard command of the province to grassroots units, various cultural, artistic, and sport activities have been organized in cooperation to further strengthen the bond between the military and the people during this important event.
At the Border Guard Command headquarters of the province, the pickleball and table tennis tournaments attract nearly 50 entrants, and including the official soldiers and staff from departments, the armed forces, and business in the province. In the spirit of unity and mutual learning, the athletes competed passionately and showcased in a beautiful place. And in the border communes, the friendly football, volleyball, and badminton matches between the military and the local people also have brought about a joyful and lively atmosphere, deepening the bond between the military and the people and helping to strengthen the nationwide defense posture, making it increasingly solid on the nation's front lines.
The audience in this day, the whole country is joyfully celebrating the 80th anniversary of the founding of the Vietnam People's Army and the 35th anniversary of the National Defense Day with many vibrant and meaningful activities. In TayNinhTV, where the provincial armed forces were established later than many other regions in the country, over past 78 years, 1946-2024, the armed forces of the province have continuously inherited and promoted the traditional values and noble qualities of the Ho Chi Minh Army, striving to excellently fulfill on tasks entrusted by the parties, government, and the people.
Over the past 78 years, the armed forces have tirelessly studied, trained, and continuously improved their skills in all aspects when ready for any missions. The provincial armed forces have done a good job of advising provincial party committee and the People's Committee on promoting unity and coordinating political tasks with the political social organizations as well as the ethnic groups and religions in the region. The armed forces of TayNinhTV together with the border guards and the Division 5 have worked closely and harmoniously to successfully implement this policy. And with the spirit of solidarity and high responsibility of all officers and soldiers, the provincial armed forces have excellently completed military and national defense tasks for the 2024. The defensive combat drills for communes, wards, and towns have achieved the set goals and ensured the absolute safety. The recruitment and conscription of citizens in 2024 also were thorough, and with recruitment meeting the targets at all three levels, and the proportion of official party members enlisted exceeded the set target by 0.7%. And the provincial armed forces also actively advised the steering committee on searching, gathering, and identifying the remains of murders in the province, successfully fighting and caring for 301 murders remains. The training quality, combat readiness, and the results of competitions and sport activities have achieved the outstanding results, ensuring safety in all aspects. And the province has become one of the leading areas in the military zone in terms of achievements in competitions and sports. Over time, the unit has focused on building the landscape and environment of the unit. We recognize that in addition to our regular mission to combat the readiness, taking care of the environment is also an important task that is given attention by our superiors. As a soldier, I continuously train and cultivate my moral qualities, political stance, as well as active basic knowledge and skills to perform the tasks, specifically important missions such as the 80th anniversary of the founding of the Vietnam People's Army. Along with the political and ideological work, building the party organizations, and effective mass mobilization, the relationship between the armed forces and the people has been further strengthened, contributing to building a solid people-heart defense. We are organizing the implementation of assigned political tasks for a year, specifically throughout addressing the shortcomings of 2023 so that in 2024 we will excel in all areas and achieve the excellent results. The Provincial Party Committee and Military Zone Command have recommended the government award us a flag of merit in the 2024 election movement. In the atmosphere of elation and enthusiasm, with the efforts, solidarity, and determination of the officers and soldiers of provincial armed forces, we are committed to achieve excellent results in military and national defense tasks for 2025.
One of the economic and social development goals for TayNinh province in 2025 is to strive for a state budget revenue of over 13,000 billion Vietnam dong. To achieve and stated state budget revenue targets set by the Provincial Peers Council and the Provincial Peers Committee, the Provincial Budget Revenue Steering Committee has recommended that relevant departments as well as the People's Committees of district, towns and city strengthen the implementation of solutions for state budget collection. Specifically, the tax department should closely follow the guidance of the Government Ministry of Finance, General Department of Taxation, and the Provincial Bills Committee in deploying key tasks and solutions to implement the Economic Social Development Plan and State Budget estimates for 2025, aiming to complete the state budget revenue target. According to the State Bank of Vietnam, TayNinh Branch in 2024, credit institutions in the province mobilized a total of 73,000 billion Vietnam dong, an increase of 10% compared to the beginning of the year. Of these, funds mobilized for terms over 12 months are estimated to exceed 5,500 billion Vietnam dong, accounting for 7.6% of the total mobilized capital.
During the year, the banking system in TayNinh has organized the thorough implementation of policies, guidelines, and directives from the State Bank of Vietnam and the local leadership regarding monetary and banking activities in the province. Overall, banking operations have continued to develop steadily, and credit institutions have strengthened capital mobilization and lending activities also, resulting in continued growth in both mobilized capital and outstanding loans. Non-performing loans remain at a low rate, and banking services continue to develop to meet the needs of the people and businesses, and the ATM operations have remained smooth, ensuring the security and safety for banking activities.
Implementing the vocational training project to support the improvement of living standards for ethnic minorities in the province during the 2021-2025 period. Each year, local departments, sectors, and communities have promoted and encouraged ethnic minority people to participate in vocational training. At the same time, they have collaborated with organizations, associations, and businesses to introduce models of production, linkage, and create job opportunities for the people. From 2019 to the present, more than 300 ethnic minority individuals in the province have participated in vocational training courses, mainly in fields such as livestock farming, poultry raising, rice and vegetables farming, rubber tapping techniques, basket weaving, and cooking. After completing vocational training, the majority of participants have found employment and increased their income. Many households have escaped from poverty and improved their quality of life, contributing to a reduction in the poverty and near poverty rates in the province.
The People's Committee of TayNinhTV recently held a meeting to summarize the work on crime prevention, social evils, and the development of own people movement to protect the national security, the implementation of the fraud reduction goal, transforming high-risk areas for security and order, and building the 3 no's and 3 yes words and the drug-free communes for the 2024. The meeting was attended by Colonel Nguyễn Văn Trải, Director of TayNinh Palace. In 2024, the Steering Committee on Crime Prevention and Social Evils and the Own People Movement to protect national security of TayNinh City, along with the local associates, departments, and political social organizations, closely follow the guidance of the Provincial Palace, the City Party Committee, and the City People's Committee to focus on the leadership and direction for the successful implementation of assigned tasks. As a result, the social order and safety have been maintained and stabilized with no complex cases that would cause a public dissatisfaction, and the meeting dedicated the significant time to discussing and analyzing the local crime prevention of situation, identifying the causes and proposing the solutions. It also highlighted the successful models and the methods in crime and social evil prevention across the various areas.
Built Creating a civil service culture is a crucial task with immense significance in administrative reform. Therefore, in recent times, officials and civil servants at the Reception and Resource Return Department of the People's Committee of TayNinhTVToday District have made great efforts, leaving a positive impression on citizens who came to complete administrative procedures. Accordingly, officials and civil servants working at the Reception and Resource Return Department of TayNinhTV People's Committee have adhered well to working regulations, administrative discipline, office culture, and demonstrated a sense of responsibility in their work. They have maintained a good attitude towards serving the public with proper communication and behavior, building trust and satisfaction among citizens and organizations when dealing with administrative procedures. The satisfaction rate in handling feedback and recommendations, as well as in receiving and resolving administrative procedures, has reached 100%. Ladies and gentlemen, hundreds of weapons and military technologies from Vietnam and various countries around the world were showcased at the 2024 Vietnam International Defense Expo, creating an impressive atmosphere that is sure to intrigue and captivate military technology enthusiasts. One of the special pieces of equipment brought to the exhibition by the U.S. partners was the C-130 aircraft. This medium-sized wide-body transport plane features a wing display placed above the fuselage. In addition, the expo also featured many other impressive military weapons and technologies, such as the BrahMos missile, known as India's supersonic anti-ship killer.
What we have in this expo is the BrahMos missile version, which is common for the Army, Navy, and for Sukhoi's aircraft. So this is the latest of the design, and what we are giving you is end-to-end solution of a supersonic cruise missile.
Alongside international booths, Vietnamese companies also presented impressive products at the expo. Among them, Viettel introduced more than 80 high-tech defense industry products, with many new systems designed for modern combat being unveiled for the first time. Viettel has completely mastered the technology, which has been researched and assembled domestically. These new technologies are equipped with artificial intelligence, allowing for rapid deployment, ease to use, ease of use, and safe operation in jamming environments. The 2024 Vietnam International Defense Expo is taking place at a time when Vietnam is placing great importance on continuing to strengthen and expand international cooperation to develop a modern, zero-use defense industry, contributing to the country's peaceful defense policy and self-defense while playing a crucial role in the national modernization process. Continue the program with domestic news. According to a report from HSBC, foreign direct investment (FDI) into Vietnam reached $21.68 billion in the first 11 months of 2024, an increase of 7.1% compared to the same period last year. This marks the third consecutive year that Vietnam has disbursed over $20 billion in FDI.
Notably, a significant portion of this capital has flowed into the real estate and energy sectors, and thanks to the amended plan law, which took effect in August of 2024, the Asian businesses account for 40% of the total FDI, while international giants like Meta and Foxconn continue to expand their investments in Vietnam also. The report also shows that Vietnam remains an attractive destination due to the favorable policies and improving business environment and expanding production capacity. After a period of restoration and conservation, the project to reserve, restore, and enhance the national heritage site of Hai Vân Gate has been completed. The project was launched in December 2021 with a total investment of over 42 billion Vietnam dong. As of now, the restoration work on the relic has been finished. The project was carried out on a site of approximately 6,500 square meters with an investment scale and construction plan.
on the bunkers above Haven Gate, and this was most marvelous wonder were dismantled out to their original operation from the Nguyen Dynasty era. The restoration of Haven Gate and the was most marvelous wonder was done according to the original remains. The Haven Gate relic is a military fortress located at the peak of Haven Pass. This structure holds significant cultural and historical value and is also a famous scenic spot, contributing to the tourism development up to Thương Huế and Da Nang City. The audience in 2024, the entire natural resources and environment sector focused on innovation, improving institutions, policies, and laws, and continue to propose solutions for the effective use of natural resources while gradually improving the quality of the living environment. The sector also proposed 5 important breakthrough solutions for 2025, including focusing on restructuring and strengthening the organizational apparatus. These are the key points discussed at the conference, summarizing the World Cup 2024 and outlining the task for 2025 in the natural resources and environment sector, held on December 21st. Deputy Prime Minister Trần Hồng Hà attended and directed the conference. One of the notable achievements of the natural resources and environment sector in 2024 is the increasingly synchronized and unified legal system on natural resources and the environment. Notably, the 2024 land law passed by the National Assembly took effect 5 months earlier, helping to unlock land resources. Many foundation plans have been completed, such as the National Land Use Planning and the National Marine Spatial Planning. The effectiveness of implementing environmental protection policies and laws, the responsibilities of local governments, businesses, investors, and the public's awareness of environmental issues and protection has been increasingly enhanced. In his speech, Deputy Prime Minister Trần Hồng Hà emphasized that the conference was held at a historic moment as the natural resources and environment sector is about to enter a new phase of development alongside the whole country moving into an era of progress. Accordingly, management thinking must be shifted to place the environment at the center of development, thus designing new policies and role models, promoting green and circular economies. Given the significance of 2025, the Deputy Prime Minister requested that the national resources and environment sector focus on restructuring and strengthening the organizational apparatus, contributing to the overall goal of restructuring the public administration system to be lean, strong, effective, and efficient. In addition to ensuring the new and the good, we must reserve the progress and avoid stagnation, interruptions, and gaps. We must think about how to make the new system stronger, not through mechanical restructuring, but by applying effective management thinking, assign tasks to an organization and make sure it clearly executes its responsibilities. The conference also announced 10 significant events in the natural resources and environment sector over the past year, including the severe consequences of storm number 3, the explosion of data sharing and connectivity in natural resources and the environment, and the first formalization of geological activities. And that's all for today, TTV News. Thank you for being with us and goodbye for now.